I didn't see you there. What's up? We're going to pull on the collective. Thank you, Spirit. I've already prayed. Woman holding a coin. Today's Thursday, by the way. One of the greatest days of the week. My personal favorite. Woman holding a coin. So, she's bossing up, you know? This is like similar to Queen of Pentacles / Empressy kind of energy. She's got this cat here, okay? Cats are cool. Cats are known for kind of being spiritual, and I'm getting that this female is listening to her intuition. She's definitely putting out Empress vibes. So she's focused on money right now. We maybe, as a collective, it's not going to resonate with everyone, okay? Do I still have to say that in the beginning? Or do you guys know that? So you may be dealing with someone, finding a female at your place of work that is helping you, maybe like a mentor, an older female, boss type figure. This could be a mother type figure. Spirit wants me to do all these different readings, and I don't want to do that right now. So I'm just going to do for the collective. So there's a woman holding a coin, and he's telling me this is the mother. Spirit. When I say he, I mean Father, Spirit. So there's a mother energy happening here. Masculines are going through upheavals when it comes to mother energy. They're like reintegrating how they see the feminine and how they see their mom. And there's a lot of issues there. There's a lot of things where, even like Freudian things where men in some ways may be attracted to certain aspects of their mother. And then they look for that in women, or they're just naturally attracted to women who reflect certain aspects of their mom. So that's just a side note, but I feel the masculines right now, and that's what I don't want to read on this, and he keeps telling me, Spirit keeps telling me to talk about this. I just want to talk about the women who are bossing up right now. But so for the masculines in your lives, or those of you with heavy masculine energy, you may be discovering, or it may just be very subtle, maybe you haven't discovered it yet, that you're starting to think of your mom in a different way. Maybe thinking of all the ways you took advantage, maybe thinking of all the ways you took advantage of other women, because it's a very strange energy, and I don't want to trigger people, but I will. But so it's like when a masculine is born to a female, obviously, he doesn't feel like a woman. He doesn't know what that feels like. And he was born nonetheless, and she was beautiful and took care of him, hopefully, And I feel a lot of masculines take their mothers for granted, right? But that plays out in all their relationships, in their marriages, in their long-term relationships, in their casual dating, and how they see and treat women on a daily basis. And the templates are being readjusted now for this masculine energy to change the way they feel about their mothers. Like seeing her in a different light. Seeing her in her own glory, like aside from just being your mom. And we may be dealing with this too, feminines, because we have the masculine energy within as well. So we may be noticing that maybe we're regretting some things about our history or our lives or the way we've treated people, specifically feminine energy, taking our mothers for granted. And thus, when you don't respect your mother, or you don't uplift your mother, or you try to correct or control your mother, or whatever the situation is, the older you get, and you're taking care of them and stuff like that, and you start to lose respect for them. That's a sad thing that happens to us as we age anyways. It's like, your parents become like babies, and next thing you know, you're like changing their diapers, and you can't even talk to them anymore. And sometimes they have Alzheimer's or dementia, and they start to go, and then like you don't see them the same. You may even see them as a child. I don't know why this is coming up. Obviously, someone needs to hear this. So, although I want to talk about, and I will touch on it, I'm going to ask about it, how this is affecting the feminine bossing up energy right now, which a lot of feminines are moving into this, already been in this Empress energy, where they're just focusing on their coins and their own stability. That too is a different type of recognition of the feminine. So those of us feminines who are doing that work now, it's just realizing kind of that no one is going to bring you stability. No one is going to do anything for you. No one's going to open that business for you. No one's going to get that degree for you. You have to do it. And it's just about procrastination. And men do it too. Masculines and feminines, we all do it. But I think the feminine has just come to this point where she's going to be making her own money, finding her own value, trusting her own intuition, and not needing a masculine. And that feels sad to me, but also a necessity for this time as these templates change and rearrange. And it will get better, and times will come where I believe the masculine and feminine will both know their role, and they'll both fully step into that role, and they'll be able to integrate that and trust one another, and both be the support system for each other. But as for now, the masculines are off doing their own thing, and the feminines are taking care of business. So as the masculines rearrange their idea of the feminine and what that means and what that looks like, and what love means and looks like and should feel like, and how that relates to the mother. It relates to the wife, it relates to the daughter. It's just how the masculine views the feminine energy. And the mother plays a huge role in that. And when you grow up taking your mom for granted, it becomes very easy to take all other feminines for granted. So, thank you for forcing me to do that. Now, let's talk about, what does that have to do with anything, though? It's a heavy energy now. I'm just going to repeat everything I hear because I feel like they really want me to say certain things today. And my kids are home, so you're going to hear children's. Broken heart, journey. Okay, so this goes both ways. The feminine is moving on, maybe doing some patchwork on a broken heart, healing, more so building, okay, on this journey here. For some of you, it is a twin flame journey. I don't really want to talk about that, but there's a 2 on this card. It says journey. That makes me think 2 of Cups. And that whole spiel about the masculine and the mom and all that that is so twin flame, and I just don't want to talk about it. So, woman holding a coin. This goes both ways. So the masculine who is adjusting his view of the feminine, maybe healing some trauma, healing the way he thinks about women, healing the crap that he's done and put women through, healing how he's viewed his mom or taken her for granted or never really thought about all the amazing magical ways that she is, just naturally is. And this is starting a new journey. I mean, this is a new just idea of life and how you look at things. And you don't really, maybe some people would think that's not very important, but this journey, this brand new energy that's here now, since this Jupiter-Neptune conjunction, since the nodes changed, and I mean, since for the last few years, as we move and integrate higher into this ascension path, the energy is everything. How you see someone is everything. How you see your masculine, how you see your feminine is everything. And if you don't see them, you can't see them for who they are, or you're thinking very 3D. You know, like I mentioned the other day, a lot of masculines are playing catch up. Okay, a lot of the feminines went through a lot of these shifts years ago. So the feminine is now healing more things, but she's also doing her own thing, focused on herself, building now, and worrying about her coins and building a legacy, building businesses and things for the future, for the new earth, and those templates coming in. Her eyes are on the prize, whereas the masculine are more so in a state of confusion, or I keep hearing rectify, okay? So they may feel the need to rectify something or to create change in their life now, all of a sudden, because they are feeling possibly regretful, possibly shameful, possibly bitter and needing to forgive, possibly the mother, okay? See where I'm going with this? And maybe men, masculines, doesn't have to be a man, don't recognize this, but I'm picking up that there's a lot of men who blame their mothers unconsciously for things, like maybe divorce type situations growing up, or not being there, or abandonment issues with the mother. Even if you were raised by your mom, I mean, maybe she had to work several jobs and couldn't be there, or maybe she just wasn't very affectionate. I'm getting that energy. So there's a broken-hearted energy here with the masculine when it comes to the feminine energy, not necessarily a lover. This is really about the mother, which in turn will create a new energy for how he sees his feminine. But for now, this is about childhood trauma. This is about, why do I do the things I do? Why do I feel the way I do? Why do I maybe run from my feminine, or harm her, or take her for granted, etc.? There's a lot of rectifying, I think, that comes simply in the form of a revelation, simply just by the thought of it, the epiphany of it all. And sometimes that's all that's needed. It's just a shift in the mindset and the mentality, and then your whole view and perspective changes, and thus the energy around you. Okay, so the masculines are definitely on this journey, healing in a different way. The feminines are building, healing, trying to stay open to new possibilities, a new journey that awaits her now. So that's just apparently a twin flame thing that wants to come through. Let's get messages of love, just to get some clarity. I don't know, what is this broken heart, spirit? Confirm for me this broken heart. I'm taking this both ways because the masculine and the feminine energies are both healing differently. And you might notice both of these themes within yourself. It doesn't just have to be male or female. Obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. So this could be both energies. Someone that you're dealing with. There has been this energy of obsession that has been showing up for weeks now, actually. And we have stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. So for some of you, that is good news. On the bottom, we have spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. So there is an obsession, I feel like, with needing to fix something. Rectify keeps coming out. Just going to get a situations card. 16 minutes of talking nonsense, poison, toxic, unhealthy behaviors or people. Okay, that could be coming from this obsession. That could also be stemming from these broken-hearted energies that sometimes manifest in negative ways, i.e. obsession, or jealousy, or like stalking, spying, watching on YouTube. Ascension, spiritual path awakening. No doubt, ascension energies are high. We have karmic on the bottom, third party relationship, and lesson. So, some of you going through a separation now, or that have been going through separation, you may, what am I looking for here? Oh, I want to do these. You may be realizing possibly that your ex was not who you thought they were, and maybe it was a karmic situation. They put you in a third party. They may have had third party situations, which just simply means they put something before you or before the connection. It could be another person. It could be several other people. Or it could be their mom. Or it could be their journey. Or it could be an obsession they have with work. Or drugs. Or gambling. Or the stock market. Or video games. Or food. I don't know. You know, it's different for everybody. But there's a sense of regret, I feel, coming from both sides. So, perception. And that is true. And I feel like that's why Spirit is giving me both sides of this message. Perception. Look at that. Yin and yang. So this is it's all in how you see it, right? And it's all in how, oh, we have two more here. Sacred space. Okay, so this is us still in isolation, creating this space for ourselves, coming into ourselves again, trusting source, and figuring out where we're going with this. You may be doing some changes in your home. And this card says changes. Okay, changes. So, psychic development. Ooh. So we're up leveling right now. A lot of us are really growing, especially the feminine energy. And I'm not hating on you masculines. I'm just saying though, this is a really good time for change and spiritual path, awakening. Maybe the masculines are having an awakening of their own. Maybe they're going through a new phase of understanding who the feminine really is to them, including their mom, including their feminines or the feminines around them in their lives. Thinking about soulmates. I mean, this is just that karmic energy, the third party, the lessons. That we got that other card about how this is a lesson or this is a spiritual lesson for you. So the people in our lives really, we may be noticing that we weren't really seeing them very clearly. And that could have been a good thing. It could have been a bad thing. Like, they could be actually a lot better than we thought. And now we regret some things. Or they could be have shown their true colors, and you found out a lot about somebody that maybe you thought you never would have seen them like that, and now you don't even know who they are. Interesting perception. So there is an increase in psychic ability at this time. I've been getting stuff since before the full moon. We have creativity on the bottom, and there's 3 cups there. You guys know what 3 cups means, don't you? So we're gonna go with creativity, but it could mean many things. Celebration, reunion, and third party. So, Spirit, why did this turn into a twin flame reading? Tell me, Spirit. Why did this turn into a twin flame reading with karmic parties involved? Some of us, I'm really starting to think about how I always come back to this idea too, that twin flames is like a distraction. It's not really real. The connection is real, I think, or maybe it's a false twin or something, but they give you just enough to where you think it's something magical, and then you're distracted from all the stuff you're supposed to be doing. You're not doing the work. You're not building a legacy or business. You're just distracted in an energy that's not reciprocal. So that's interesting, and that keeps coming up. How the twin flame idea, and I'm not saying this is true, I'm just saying that this is a theory that I've been meddling with for some time now. That perhaps the twin flame theory is nonsense, and it's just another way of dealing with karma. And it's like you signed up to be triggered a million times, and again and again and again, and you learn something every time, I guess. But if you could choose a soulmate who maybe helps you in other ways, or is way more supportive energy, and there's not this tug, and there's not this pain, and there's not this struggle, and there's not this separation period, and don't get me wrong, there's exponential growth in that separation period. But I don't know, I'm just thinking lately, like, how much deception is in the twin flame idea? Comment below your thoughts, please. Okay, Spirit, why did this turn into a twin flame reading? I'm just kidding, but I really kind of do want to know, because I was just going to talk about the collective energy. Maybe twin flames, maybe this is one of the massive energies that the collective is feeling or dealing with at this time as well. The push and pull, the both sides, the perception, building blocks, number 28. Building blocks. And we have mending on the bottom. We've been getting mending for many weeks now, as well as the broken heart. So, we're mending this heart. We have no place like home on the bottom. And by the book. So, we want to be in a comfortable space, right? We want to be in a space that feels like home. For some of you, you're planning on moving. But we have to do it by the book. We have to come correctly. We have to do it the right way, right? So that means with now the sun is in Taurus, we're going to have to put in the effort. The more effort you put in, the more reward, the more result you're going to see at this time. This is about building. This is about these building blocks. This is about this female here, okay? Building this new journey, this stability that we're wanting. Okay, this comes from what it is that we're building now. And these are major changes. Make sure that you're keeping your space sacred, Okay, that's very important. You have to have a place to kind of escape to. Angel answer, Spirit. Give us an angel answer for this reading. I don't know what to call this reading because it kind of morphed. Forgiveness. I've been talking about this already. And let go on the bottom. So, forgiveness. Isn't that sweet? We've been talking about this. The feminine needs to forgive. The masculine maybe needs to forgive themselves, their feminine, their mother, and the feminines need to forgive themselves, and not play the victim. You know, nobody is a victim. And that forgiveness is really, you don't have to talk to that person. You don't have to say anything. It just happens within you. You decide that you want to forgive someone. You decide that you want to forgive yourself. And then you can move on from there. And let go on the bottom, okay? So we know we can't control things. We know that we just know where we're going is better. And that's all we need to know. We're moving day by day into it. We're building day by day. We're healing this broken heart day by day. And we know that we're on a new journey now. We're on a new path. The paths have shifted. And this energy is fresh. It's new. And it feels good. And I wanted to mention, sexual energy has changed. You may feel completely different when it comes to what you're attracted to. Libido. You may want more. You may feel more instinctual, or you may not want it at all. You may completely have shut down your sacral and your root because of this broken heart. So it just depends on you. For some, they will be trying to run to a third party because they can't handle this energy, and they will be trying to fulfill some sort of need in any way they can, whether it's by getting attention, rando sexual relationships, and they will receive their karma for that, because that's not how you handle things. So I did feel that energy earlier, that that was a possibility, and therefore none of your business. None of my business either. But there's people doing it, okay? So, yes, we need to let go. Oh, and under that is abundance, right? And that's been the thing. That's been the thing. Let this go because you have this great thing. You have this great thing. And I know you can't see it yet and you don't believe me, but you got to have the faith because it's right there. As soon as you let go, it's right there. And for all of you guys saying, let go of what? I have let go. I've let go already. If you have, then good for you. Healing family issues. You know, this is the mommy stuff. This is the feminine and masculine stuff. This is the forgiveness. This is the trauma. This is the why do I do the things I do energy. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Okay? I just said that. I love when Spirit does that. You're the shit. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to leave that out so it doesn't pop out again, because it will pop out again. Because that seems to be the repetitive message. Tell me, Spirit, anything more from this soulmates deck? Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Well, good luck, filler. And, you know, Mercury retrograde is coming up in May. I want to say May 9th or 10th. I could be wrong. And there will be people trying to come back from your past. So be ready for that. And we have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And that's what this whole path is about. That's what this whole, this last month and right now, and this solar eclipse that we're coming into on April 30th. And then the whole eclipse season through May, mid-May, and then even into June. And then, eclipse energy lasts 6 months. So, and also a year. Like I'm developing and like finishing things now that hit me last solar eclipse in June. And now it's coming into fruition because I worked on it, So you'll see these things continue to unfold. So this whole energy, that's what it's about, is that's the thing, let it unfold naturally. Just let it go, let it happen. And if you know the law of attraction, then you know when you let go, it creates that magnetic effect for everything that you want to come in for you, to come towards you, to align itself with you, because you're not trying to force it and move it and change things and control things and cause your own blockages and resistance. Okay, so there's still some blockages here that many people are trying to heal, deal with, figure out. And I don't want to do that. I will probably do an all signs for love because I keep wanting to touch these love verse cards. And obviously this was a lot about love and feminines and masculines, twin flame thing. So that was the general energy for today. I hope it resonates. Please like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.